there's so much information about the housing market, and it's super hard to interpret it all if you kind of don't know what all the numbers mean. Hi, my name's Lindsay. I practice real estate in West Michigan, and I am on a quest to educate as many people as I can about how to understand the market and make good decisions for whatever their housing needs are. So, one of the terms that you'll hear a lot is months inventory. When I first started real estate, I was super confused about what that meant. But it's actually a pretty simple barometer for what's happening in a local market. It's kind of like a speedometer. So, for example, right now in Muskegon, the month's inventory is 3.47, meaning that if all things halted and there were no new houses on the market at all, and the buying speed stayed the same as what it is right now, it would take 3.47 months for all the houses to be purchased and for there to be nothing left to be sold. So, what does that mean, or how do you interpret that number? Well, a small month's inventory, something in the 2 to 3 range, is a very fast market. So, meaning houses are selling quickly, the speed is up. This is good for sellers, right? Because they're going to get multiple offers on houses, maybe go over ask. These are good things. Somewhere in the 4 to 6 range is a little bit slower, but they call that a more stable market. So there's a little bit better balance between the buyer side and the seller side. Not so much power is on either one of them. And then for anything over 4, so for maybe, 5, 6, 7, somewhere up in there, that is much more of a buyer's power because the housing market is then very slow. Houses are sitting for a lot longer. If a house is sitting 7, 8 months before it sells, that can be a real challenge for sellers who may need to move on to something else. And so buyers have more power to offer less because the seller is going to be more motivated to take a lower price or any other types of things that you can negotiate when you're buying a home. So this number is super important to you if you're a buyer or a seller, and this is something that you should ask your real estate agent about. And if you ask them about it and they don't know their local month's inventory, that's not a great sign. Find yourself a realtor who likes the data, who understands the market trends, who knows what they're looking at, or can look it up and explain it to you. Because these market numbers make a big difference as to how you might approach a price point, how you might approach a negotiation, or how you might approach a sale price for your home. If you have questions about real estate, please reach out and let me know. I would love to work with you and help you find the perfect home in West Michigan. Okay.